got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
What up, what up?
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yeah, I can hear you.
On second down, Freeman. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Freeman again, a first down carry. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Malik Jefferson did a lot of that at the University of Texas. Run down ball carriers and put them on the ground. And he played inside linebacker a lot while he was at UT. I like him better out.
Ryan Hill.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Bengals grab it. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on
evidently he caught you in mid-throw.
And when it happens here again in this game, their coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Did you catch that? Oh!
It's going to be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10.
Damn.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
No pass interference.
Shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Good D, good D.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Hey, let's go. There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And down
This mug be breaking some damn tackles, boy.
6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Come on, Freeman, like, my
Charles, they just
goodness.
tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how
Correct,
about the way they
man.
flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a
Oh, get out of
It's
here.
intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now the pitch to Freeman. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, standing just outside his own goal line. That's taken on the 25. Able to avoid him at the 40. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 42.
368.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
44. 94. 52. 93. 44. 44. Here we go. We're good.
The first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Go on the ball. On the ball.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And Eifert has it. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the right side, caught by Green. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective. Able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down. But they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every
You
time
can go for it on any down.
thrown,
They ain't got no
they're
4th down
right
rule in
there,
this
gets
league.
the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Devontae Freeman, his shiftiness doesn't pay off here in short yardage, and the Bengals will get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Play action now. Dalton. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Dalton to Green for a Cincinnati first.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. And Dalton to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The connection since 2011. Dalton to Green for a Bengal 1st down.
368.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10 to Mixon on the check down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Go on the ball. On the ball.
They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come out here in the eye. Here's a run with Mixon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
No touchdown?
No gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. It didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. They run. Devontae Freeman found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Get up!
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They toss to Freeman, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Here you go, 368.
1st and 10 for Dalton. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Andy Dalton now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Dalton off play action.
Throw that
This is
shit.
going to be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
To throw here, Dalton. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Grady Jarrett able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton here from the gun. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Bullock will put this one through. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
We can't give up those.
Conventional football 101, tells us if you didn't get back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and
Starting to notice
incomplete.
something
After
now.
the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Caught Eifert over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Another chance for Dalton. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Brooks Reed. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Going deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Preston Brown in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Brown able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. Dalton sets up play action. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up second down.
What the fuck?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Like, what the fuck is that shit?
And the Falcons say they have it. They do. He's
All
at
right,
the 30.
what?
The 20.
What kind of bullshit?
Falcon touchdown.
Good shit, Madden, you mean? What the fuck was that shit?
Get them back in this game like they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discuss.
Bullshit.
How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Bryant tacks on the extra point.
I ain't running that
It's now
shit no more.
13-7.
Fuck.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
Dalton now to pass. Dancing to his left. He's going to air it out deep for Green.
Come
so they took a shot
on.
on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Yeah.
Play action here with Dalton. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Brooks Reed in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Just give me some time.
Here's
People.
Dalton. Brooks Reed getting him once again. His third sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Let's take it inside his own 40. Oh, now he bowls him over. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that drive. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run. Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Now it's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. Dalton, 1st and 10. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Brooks Reed. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off the play fake. Dalton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's third down.
Boy.
I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Off play action. Dalton. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they could do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Dalton. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play.
Man, fuck it. Let me just make sure I win.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Madden trying to fuck me.
Over here, yes.
They get it to him running left. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
Over here, yes.
Here's Mixon. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Bullock will put this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So out come the Falcons now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense as a scout?
A.J. Green. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. The Bengals actually one of 4 teams in the NFL that did not try a single 2-point conversion last season, but they're going here.
Back. Hey, get ready for something coming left. Check. Heavy.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Brown. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly executed. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Ryan getting it out left side to Sanu. this one across the 35. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He goes underneath to Freeman. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Are you taking the field goal?
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Oh,
and that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Oh, passing it. Dalton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of them.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts.
Andy Dalton, you are
just
trash.
1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Dalton off play action. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Play action now, Dalton.
Come on.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. The Falcons going to use another timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw, and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Bengals, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.